If we have a look at Inala and look at the houses, Inala was designed in a modernist revival style with elements of Art Deco. The reason for this being, of course, that houses had to be built quickly, and at one stage there was one house completed each week to house the returning servicemen and the influx of migrants from Europe.
So it's, to me, one of the legacies of this difference of having a whole lot of different European migrants is the look of the place, the difference in the design of the housing. And because of that durability, each of the new waves of migrants has been able to stamp their own brand and identity on their homes. So when you drive around Inala, you see some distinctly Dutch homes, distinctly Vietnamese homes, and now we're emerging with distinctly kind of African and Pacific Islander feels to the home.
Many of the Queensland Housing Commission homes, which were built in this style, were restored under the government's urban renewal program protecting our heritage.
And these houses have been built in such a way, like the house that I built in was in situ concrete, so it's one of the solid ones. So they were seen as substantial, generous, well-designed homes.
There are many iconic buildings in Inala, which includes the DCYC. It's been totally renovated. We have the largest fishing club in Queensland, the Bluefin Fishing Club, Community House, St Mark's Church, Inala Town Centre, Civic, Inala Old Civic Hall, the landmarks.
Public spaces are extraordinary here. So the creek corridors have been pretty much reserved for the purposes of parkland, and I know of locals who actively plant in those parklands as part of habitat groups.
There are over 20 recreational and sporting parks that support all codes of football and all codes of sport, including soccer, basketball, netball, tennis, volleyball, skateboard, BMX and scooter sports. DJ Sherrington Park has just undergone an upgrade and is currently best resourced as a skate park in Brisbane. Sport's a great outlet for our kids.
Lately, what I've noticed is in a park near me, there's been some embellishment to the basketball courts, and the result is extraordinary. The use of those courts each day in the afternoons, and particularly on Saturdays and Sundays, whole family groups from cultural groups across the globe come together, use these basketball courts for volleyball, for tennis, to ride bikes on, to learn how to ride a bike.
You can imagine all these people with quite low incomes, battlers, Aussie battlers, were ended up in one area. And so they soon realised that their children needed activities to do, and they had all skills within themselves. And so we ended up with a pony club, marching girls, and all sorts, scouts, guides, all sorts of activities that young people could do, sports. And I think Inala, when they planned it, it's pretty unique because they did put in sports fields, they did put in room for churches, schools, a decent sized shopping centre. So the facilities were there. I think it's a bit unique. I like the fact that we have 5 creeks here, and the history group has named 3 of those. It's very nice to live in one of the original houses, so I'm very proud of that. For the people, they all want the same thing when it comes down to it. They come here for peace, they come here for inclusion, they come here for security, and like me, they would probably have strong connections to their birthplace. But now they're Aussies, and now we're Aussies, so